Hello, Huntsville. Welcome back to Tangled String Studios Couch Tours. We're so glad you're not here. We hope you're staying at home, helping us flatten that curve. It's really important that we take care of each other and everybody else, but just don't get out there and touch them. We are very, very happy to have these amazing musicians in our studio tonight. Thank you guys so much for playing this show. And we're also very happy that some local companies have stepped up to help us cover the cost on this. And they're just, it's wonderful to see the outreach. Our sponsors tonight for this episode is Irons One's Whiskey. So if you can get a bottle of it, it's delicious, but it's hard to get a bottle of it. But Jeff does a great job brewing that magic up. And he gave us some delicious hand sanitizer, and I drank the whole bottle. It was really good. Our other sponsors tonight are Foodland of Priceville. Josh, thank you so much for coming through again. Josh helps us out with our festivals, and Tangled String will not be able to do our festival this year. We're going to miss seeing you in that park and probably miss huddling in the rain with you guys, because that's generally how it goes. And then finally, Venue Group is a multinational organization that is helping Huntsville get the amphitheater in. And they're just fabulous people. I got a note from Ben Levitt from Mumford & Sons just 2 days ago encouraging us. And of course, he's dealing with coronavirus worldwide. And they have venues all over the world. Of course, Mumford & Son tours all over the world. Yeah. But he wanted to pass on encouragement to the working musician, and we're very grateful you guys. Appreciate what you do. You entertain us, and pretty soon we'll be all back together, you know, and we'll be in those bars doing what we do, and of course you'll be doing what you do. Yeah. and that's going to be great. And we're looking forward to those days. Anyway, the Josh Allison band is absolutely a treat to have in here, and guys, just have a good time, okay? And watch me clean this microphone.
You can hear it too.
That's fine, yeah.
That's the best part, is you can hear it. All right, for those of you that are tuning in, and you're going to be tuning in, and you are tuning in right now, welcome to Tangled String Studios. Normally you see my face in my living room, and you've seen it in the past few times, from my living room to your living room. Judy's here with me, Mr. Andrew Sharp to my left, back behind me, Mr. Aaron Cox on drums, and Mr. Newt Johnson. Yeah. Seriously, normally I like to take requests, but tonight we've got a set, and I'm excited to play it. And we're going to start off with some original stuff, and we're going to be doing some original and throwing some covers even here and there, your favorite stuff that you like to hear us play, and I'm just glad that you'll be able to tune in and listen to it. Support local music. The song's called Can't Stop. using me, baby? Do you use me up? Do you use me up? Oh, my brother, set me right down and he talked to me. Oh, he told me that I ought to not to let you just walk on me. And I'm sure he meant well. Yeah, but when our talk was through, I never rather if you only knew you wish that you were in my shoes. Just keep on using me, baby. To use me up. To use me up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Duke Johnson. Oh, sometimes, yeah, sure you really do amuse me. Oh, give me in a crowd of high-class people, and then you act a real rude to me. Oh, baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough. Oh, and I wanna spread the news that if it feels it's good getting you, just keep on using me, baby. Do you use me up? Do you use me up? Oh, talking about you using me, but it all depends on what you do. It ain't too bad the way you're using me, 'cause I sure am using you to do the thing you do. Do the things you do. Ooh, and your baby leaves you all alone. In the night, there's no one. Don't you feel like crying? Ooh, Well, don't you feel like crying? Oh, here I am, honey. Oh, come on. Oh, cry to me. It's good Solomon Burke. When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. When you're all alone in your lonely room, and there's nothing but the smell of a perfume. Don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Here I am, honey. Come on, out of me. Oh yeah, there ain't nothing that can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness, loneliness, such a waste of time. Oh yeah, you don't ever have to walk alone. You see, come on, take my hand, won't you, baby, won't you walk with me? Oh yeah, take it, Mr. Johnson. Is this music calling me to a place where I could be free? I can't help but let that be. Send a message to my feet. A heart would blow beneath me, smoke like clouds of sweet bay. The crowd is thick, we get into that groove. The rhythm beat our soul, make us move without control. Breathe in, let the music satisfy your soul. As I walk in through that door, saw a dance that I've seen before. From my nose down to my toes, got the feeling, gonna let it show. Hardwood flow beneath me, smoke like clouds of sweet bay. The crowd is thick, we get into that groove. The rhythm beat our soul, make us move without control. Breathe in, let the music satisfy your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Cox. As the music fills this place, all I see, excitement on your face. The lights that shine and make us glow. You are beautiful, gotta let you know. Hardwood flow beneath me, smoke like clouds of sweet bay. The crowd is thick, we get into that groove. Rhythm beat our soul, make us move without control. Breathe in, let the music satisfy your soul. Let it satisfy your soul. Let it satisfy your soul. Let it satisfy your soul. All right, so the time that we're in right now is the last time that we need to. It's not a good time. I think a lot of us have been crying inside if we've not been crying outside because it's just the instant change. So I didn't want to really play one that was going to tug on your heartstrings too hard, but just to remember people that have been in your life that are not there anymore. It'd be cool to have quarantine with some of those people I know. But I wrote this song for my mother a long time ago, and she loved doing jigsaw puzzles, and she taught me and my brothers and sisters that you put the sides and the corners together, and the middle will put itself together. So I always thought that the corner piece was one of the strongest pieces because it held two sides together. Kind of like how my mom held the family together. And all moms hold the family together. The song's called Pieces Together. And I dedicate this to my mother, Julia K. Allison. To all the moms and all the people that are in their house. That in this time wish they could be with somebody like that, but it's a good time just to treasure the times that you've had with them. The song's called Pieces Together. have to go? Leave us all behind. When I walked outside, I felt my heart unwind. Yeah. You were so young, and it all came down. We had to lean on each other. Without you now, I just don't know how to put the pieces together. I didn't mean those things I said back then. I take it all back just to have you there. Yeah. You were so young, and it all came down. We had to lean on each other. Without you now, I just don't know how to put the pieces together. You were the corner piece to my puzzled life. When I strayed away, you held me in so tight. Yeah. Were so young, and it all came down. We had to lean on each other. Without you now, I just don't know how to put the pieces together. We were so young, and it all came down. We had to lean on each other. Without you now, I just don't know how to put the pieces together.
Thank you. You can let that ring for days if you want to.
I haven't taken it off yet.
All right.
So while I tune, I'm gonna talk to you because I like talking to people that are listening. Thank you so much for supporting local music and for all of those people that when I go into James Irvin or Dave Anderson or Tim Tucker's or Rob Aldridge or Ingrid Marie's videos, and I see all these people watching, it does mean a lot. And especially this guy playing this song right now. Because it's the time it is. It's just the way it is. He's gonna cut everything I talk about out. No, man, I like talking to people, especially if they're watching the video. And I got some people that we're gonna try to promote to watch this and get to tune in, and I hope you can come out and try to make it look like it's live. Tuned. Let's do this. This next song's called "Moving On." Actually, let's do "Hold You" and then we'll do "Moving On." And then, if you want to do yours, you can. Let's do "Hold You." Ready? C. This is one of my absolute favorite original songs. This song's called "Hold You." Train wreck
side of town.
The last thing we wanted was the first thing we found.
It's been so long since you've been home, and I can't go on being alone. I wish you'd call or ring it home. I can't forget the time that we had it on. Now I'm free. Not sure I wanna be. Gotta learn how to live without you and me. So now I'm moving on, moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on without you. Don't feel right trying to sleep at night. This bed's so cold without you to hold. I'm trying to find my own peace of mind. All my friends tell me that I'll be fine. And now I'm moving on, moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on without you. You know the times get tough. You give me no choice. I don't wanna let you go. But now I've got to let you know. And now I'm moving on, moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on without you. And now I'm moving on, moving on. Yes, I'm moving on without you.
Thank you.
All right, all right. Thank you. Okay, we're back. Wow. Josh, that was fabulous, man. Then what a great band you got here. and Miss Judy. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you're digging on this good music. I certainly am. I want to thank again Venue Group. You guys are great. I want to thank Foodland of Priceville. Thank you so much. You're great. And I'd like to thank Irons One for the product they make because it's delicious and because you're great. All right, a couple more songs. Guys, take it away.
A huge thank you to Danny and everybody here, Ben, Danny, and everybody here at Tangled Strings, because it's a great thing to help out the tradition of music, because it's always been there. It's always going to be there.
dark. I know I'm one in God. I know
Thank you. The last song of the evening. It's talking about a place that we're all sitting in right now. Well, not us at the moment, but you are. Ha ha. And you have been, and you will be for a few more weeks. If you're smart, because if you stay home, sooner or later, everything's gonna go back to normal faster. Just letting you know. Don't go outside. Well, actually go outside, enjoy the weather, but stay in your yard. Stay in your yard. Do what you gotta do to keep the distance. Love one another from a distance. Yes. But like I said, this song, it's talking about one of the special places that right now I bet you're getting tired of seeing. Tired of doing lawn work, realizing how dusty your house is. And now the kids are there. Yeah! One of my absolute favorite songs. Thank you so much, Danny, and everybody at Tangled Strings. Mr. Newt Johnson, Mr. Aaron Cox, Mr. Andrew Sharp, Judy Allison. My name is Josh. We are the Josh Allison Band. Love one another, support local live music. Look up Purple 19's link to the live streaming. Look up the Couch Tour, the Tangled Strings Green Awesome Couch Tour 2020 going on right now. All these good people, good times, good music. Love you. Thank you. Pull out the guitar, have a New Orleans. Said, take me home, take me home, Good feel of sun about to rise with a real life with nothing to fear. Just to me and my daddy and the kidney coat, making music that nobody would hear. In the sun lit up and I spent the night spilling over high Jubilee. 10,000 cars by the side of the road, with body I can see. Take me home, take me home. I can't hear you say take me home.
straight from the water children, straight from that bayou water, straight from the water children, straight from the water. You don't know nothing about this. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me Thank you. Have a fantastic evening. Love you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for
Appreciate
Tangled
y'all.
Strings.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Couch Tour here in Tangled String Studios. I want to thank Danny, Tangled Strings, everyone that is supporting this effort, everyone, all the artists, all of the venues, all of the supporters, all of the breweries, all of these sponsors that are making this happen. Thank all of you guys that are not here, that you're at home, you're in your own comfort, you're in your pajamas, you're in your swimming trunks, and you've got this look on your face like our guest tonight, Josh Allison.
Everybody.
Everybody. So I want to talk to, if you guys have just watched the live feed or the video, you guys saw that Josh Allison rocks. You saw that these guys brought down the house. There's literally no roof right now. We are sitting in what used to be the Tangled Strings roof, but Josh has blown the roof off.
I can see a little different.
So, Josh, dude, you perform and you tour like a wrestler. You got like 460 something dates on the calendar. You guys are always performing, always on the road. How do you keep track of how many times you perform
No.
a year?
About 286 nights a week.
I counted
A year.
457, but see, Judy's got it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some days where we do two gigs, like a day gig and an afternoon gig, or a day gig and a night gig.
How do you balance, because you're a family man, you're a musician, you're a man, you're human, you're on earth. How do you balance all that? Because again, for some people, they may think they don't have the time. We all have 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
But somehow you pull it off and you're still able to balance all of that.
Dude, it's a circus, man. Honestly, the balance is kind of a facade that everybody else sees, because you try to look as balanced as you can, because you try to look, you fake it until you make it. You fake it till you become it, in my eyes. So right now at the beginning, yeah, it was crazy, but right now, especially with this whole thing going on, it is even more crazy, because we had the 6 years or 6 months to a year mapped out, and it's like gone.
And how have you guys had to pivot? How has that been, and I know you're probably still figuring it out, but
Yeah.
what's great is that it seems like a lot of artists have, and venues as well, have kind of thought real quickly and not waited, too long. How have you guys had to pivot and change things, so to speak?
Well, to answer the first question, every circus has a ringleader, and this ringleader is the master Mama Juju ringleader. Because seriously, I'm everywhere. I don't know sometimes when I'm going to be playing and stuff like that, because it gets confusing, man. It gets crazy. But this woman right here, I mean, like I said, fake it till you become it. I mean, she fakes being on top, but at the same time, to the point to where now she ain't got to fake anything, man. She's
like, oh.
at the very beginning, it was like, she's like, I got this, I can do this, and it's like, yes, it's very stressful, but that's what I mean by faking it. It's not like she's faking it like it's not happening, but it's like, it is a severely stressful job to keep up with a full month, with all these different people, with all these different managers, with all these different private parties, with all these different weddings, with everything. And you're making sure to talk to all these different people, keeping corresponding with these people, and then on top of it, keep a communication and a relationship. She does it.
I love it. I love it.
She's amazing at what she
really
does.
love it.
It's not,
Wow.
about, like I said, about faking it. It's like, it's faking it because when somebody walks in the door, she's like, I got it. I'm good. But in her head, she's thinking, oh, God, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. Like everybody else is. Everybody does that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So sometime during the day, you're going to be like, oh, my gosh. And then somebody walks in, and you're going to be, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm
It's
good.
showtime.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. I'm on. She's like that, but she's on it all the time. You know what I mean? She's on, and she's on it, dude. And it's nuts. Like, when I used to book myself, I'd double book at least once or twice a month. And I think we've done it once in 5 years, 4 years, something like that. And most of the time,
Wow.
most
Not
time it's
very
my
often,
most time it's
but
my fault.
It happens.
Most time it's my fault.
It
Hey,
happens sometimes.
Wow, but that again, that just speaks to again having a team, having a balance, having a again and that support, you know, from one another, and knowing that okay, I'm great at this and I'm great at that, and we're gonna do it together, and keep doing it. Judy, for you, what keeps you, you know, making the magic happen in front of the curtain, so to speak, and sort of keeping all that together and not just pulling all your hair out and just you know, what is going on? What keeps you consistent in loving it and passionate about it?
I'm a planner, you know, so I plan ahead. I look ahead. I'm always looking ahead next week, next month, next 6 months,
Next year.
you know, trying to. What really helps me and keeps me grounded is when I get emails and I get texts. Hey, we want to do this. You know, can you help me? And the multiple tiers of social media and ways that people can contact us nowadays is a little overwhelming sometimes, because I'll get a Facebook message, I'll get an Instagram message, I'll get a Twitter message, I'll get an email, I'll get whatever else. Then Josh will get stuff on his personal page or his text, you know. So managing a music business, you know, I have to call all that information from every source and go through it and make sure I stay on top of it, you know. And I miss sometimes, you know, but people will know if they can't reach me on Facebook, eventually they'll go to our website and I get every single email.
Josh Allison
Yeah.
rocks.
Yes. .rock.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, but that famous saying, behind every successful man, there's always a really hard, awesome woman. You know what I mean?
Always.
That's like, hey, guess what? It's the number one. I'm gonna pave the way for you to walk easy, or I'm gonna push you through those walls, and you're gonna hate my guts, but at the end of it, you're gonna love me because where we are.
Because of that.
Do you?
Yeah, I love you. Because are you serious?
Do you, Josh?
I'm
I mean,
pushing you.
seriously, when
Welcome
somebody's
to
like,
This Is
"Hey,
Your
Josh,"
Life.
when somebody says, "Hey, Josh," you know, I mean, how do you, what would you say the reason is where you are right now? And be like, it's because of Judy. Reason why we went to the Bluebird. I didn't think the Hold You was good enough to go to the Bluebird Cafe, man. When she said January, whatever. March, we took it up there. 13 times we've been invited back.
It's a great song.
It's nuts.
Because you guys are good people.
But she
good
believed in it.
musicians, and again, people can sense that. It's that, you know, that vibe, that unseen, whatever. You can't describe it. You can't put it in a bottle. It's just you feel it. And that's a great song. So if you guys are out there, like, go to your Spotify, your Tidal, your YouTube, wherever you listen to music, because they ain't paying us, but you know where you listen to your music. And get on there and find Hold On.
Hold
Find
You.
Josh. Hold You. I said Hold On.
Everybody
Hold
calls
You.
it that. Everybody calls it that. I really think I need to just call it Hold.
Just hold.
Hold.
So, Josh, have you written your most vulnerable song yet?
Yeah. I don't know if I've written one that's... No, I've written one that's pretty vulnerable. The Pieces Together I performed tonight, I wrote for my
Yeah.
mother. That's truly every song that I've written so far, that's the one that I sat on my front porch and I literally I thought about my mom and I wrote it. And she died 2 weeks before. And I didn't have anything to sing at her funeral, and I felt so damn bad. And I sat on my front porch in North Carolina, and I just started playing guitar, and it came out. And at the end of it, I was like, is that a song? Okay, I guess so. And then I played it for the first time at the Evening Muse. It's this really cool place. Kind of almost looks like this, brick walls, cool stage in downtown Charlotte. And I played it, and there wasn't a dry eye in the room, and especially including me. And it was like the second time I ever played it in my entire life. But to me, that's the song that's because my mom was my best friend. She was my hero. She was a woman that literally raised 7 kids on her own, in labor, drove herself with my older brother older sister in the passenger seat in labor with my older brother, with a column shifter, shoved it back in second, and just hit the gas because she didn't know how to drive it. She said, I just pulled it back, and it started going, and I hit the gas. I got to the Jackson County Hospital.
Wow.
So I'm just saying, if there's a woman in this world that I look up to, and I mean, not I'm just being a woman, but a person, a human being in this world that I look up to, it'd be my mom. She was a grade A badass. Yeah. And so that's I don't know where we went. I went down a rabbit hole.
No, you were right there, and
I'm
again,
in
you
rabbit hole.
performed it tonight, and everyone watching was we were here and we were all crying,
Yeah.
and then everyone at home is crying, but nobody can wipe their face because they
Yeah.
don't want to get any germs in their face.
Yeah, yeah.
So then they're just crying, and then they don't know what to do, and they got sanitizer on
You
their
get
hands.
you get ugly crying, ugly crying.
they got sanitizer. Just,
Yeah, but I would say that's so far that's my most vulnerable song because that's just the one that it really tugs on my heartstrings, and when other people hear it, they understand where I'm coming from, especially if you lost a mother or a hero in your life. You know what I mean? It's the pieces. It's the pieces of your life. Every person that you meet, I think, is like a puzzle piece, and at the end of your life, you got this massive jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
And each piece is a person, and they make this massive picture. You know what I mean?
Speaking of pictures,
Okay.
talk about the I don't even want to call it a picture. I want to call it a work of art.
What?
The vinyl art.
Oh, the Vita Nova vinyl.
Vita Nova vinyl.
Well, it started off as kind of like a gift, goofy thing that I was just artistic thing. Because when I was a kid, I used to walk around with a tablet and a pen, and I draw everything in the room. I draw anybody in the room. I draw anything, everything, all day, and I stopped doing it when I started playing music more live, and then I did a couple of them for Judy. I did one for my son. I did one for my daughter, and then it got to where I started doing it. I started cutting faces out of them, and it just got easier, man. But what I do is I take a pencil to it and draw the picture out of it, or I use a stencil. It just depends on how hard the design is. If I get mad at myself,
This thing is very shiny.
but I make sure to wipe that beast down before it goes into the frame. But I take a pencil, draw the picture on there, and then take a hot X-Acto knife, and it's like a soldering iron, but it has an X-Acto knife tip, and it gets hot, and it just cuts right through it like leather. It's nuts.
How do you pick the records that?
That's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about it. Sometimes they find me. I don't find them. Like I did a record. Somebody wanted a record with "Hold You." Like it was a dancer. I did a dancer for Judy and I. There's a man and woman dancing and has like a treble clef at the top. They wanted a treble clef and then a man and woman dancing. Me over here on the other side with "Hold You" on it. But what I loved about it was his name was Johnny, her name was Beth. I walked into my room to find that record. First record I pulled up, Johnny Cash and His Woman, and the name of the record is Johnny and His Woman. I didn't have to do anything else, dude. I walked in the room. That was the record I used.
There you go.
So when they got it, Johnny got it, or actually, yeah, it was a gift from John. It was a gift from Beth to Johnny. So when he got it, it was like Johnny and His Woman. He was like, you couldn't have picked a better record. The one I did for this one, this is actually a Greenleaf record. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's yeah.
There you go.
What's really cool is if you look at the shadow, it really portrays the shadow too. But
That's
it's
insane.
I don't know, man. Like I said, they pick themselves. Like and Prince, I can't do a Prince record unless it's on a purple one. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And just say that sounds like it feels sacrilegious. You know what I mean?
It's got to be purple.
If it's a brown, why would I do that? But I did like a Ray Charles and one. I did a Ray Charles one in a dark, rich, like a rich gold. But it's just I don't know, man. I have fun with it, but it's taken off to where people are starting to buy them, and it's something that's it's a gift for somebody that has everything, that can buy anything they want. Oh, I want that guitar. Okay, I'll just save up and get it. It's fine. But you don't have your favorite artist cut out of your favorite vinyl record on your wall. You know what I mean?
And now, and the detail. How long do those take?
2 to 3 hours each.
Jesus.
I did the cover of Allman Brothers Live at the Fillmore, where they're all sitting in front of their cases. There's a huge black and white picture, and Greg Allman's like got his mouth up because he's laughing at Dwayne because he's got drugs in his hand while they're taking the picture. And that picture I cut out of a record. It took me 6.5 hours.
And the drugs in the picture.
Yeah, but no, seriously, he's got his hand like this. If you look at the original picture, Dwayne Allman's like this, and Greg's standing there like this, like laughing with his head back because the photo.
He knows.
Everybody knows in the band. Everybody's laughing at him. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm having fun with it, but it's just it gets so custom with it, and you can do. I did a wedding picture this past Christmas, which was great because the guy loved Bob Seger, and I did it on Bob Seger's The Distance, but it was a picture of him holding his wife's hand. But what's really cool about it was what comes out of the record is white. You know what I mean? Like if you take a picture, if you look at that picture, look at the logo of the Tangled Strings, that tree, that's the white parts that are coming out of the record. So for that wedding record, his jacket was white, his shirt was white, and her dress was white. So what was popped out of that record for their wedding picture was his jacket, his little black bow tie was still there. And she had a white dress, but that was their memory on his favorite record, on his favorite artist. It's just something that you can never get from from a store or anything else like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know of too many places in the United States that do it.
Well, now we know. We know it's at joshallison.rocks.
And Vita Nova vinyl. You can find Vita Nova vinyl. It's a Latin for new life vinyl. It's pretty much giving these old records that are unplayable and scratched a new life, a new role in the world instead of just chunking them.
There you go. There you go. And Danny, every time I look at that tree, I think about a bonsai tree. Is that like the Karate Kid bonsai tree, or is that just a tree? That's what I get from it. That's what I think about it. See, there you go. I watch way too much
Mr.
Karate
Miyagi,
Kid.
he's going to get you to
Mr.
come in here,
Miyagi.
spelunk down in that cave, and trim it.
There you
Don't
go.
cut it out, but you got to trim it. Sorry.
For 3 hours. Last couple questions. Shout out to our friends at Purple 19 and Music Biz Mondays. What's the biggest lesson you've learned so far in the music business that you'd like to share with aspiring musicians?
You want to start, Jenny?
Well, when I started the Purple 19 and Music Biz Mondays, I wanted to learn more because I needed to learn more about the music business to do our songwriting and publishing and learn more about how all the puzzle pieces fit together. I think I've learned really more about songwriting, co-writing, and the publishing side of that, which is really important to understand how you get paid, how you make money, and how you keep relationships. You know, you've got the money, but you really have, when you get into relationships and co-writing, those relationships are more important sometimes in this most of the times in the song. You know, you want to make sure that you're fair and learning about the other person as well and picking your co-writers. I've learned a lot from other people that co-write a lot, and that's been one of my goals to do. I just learn everything. Basically what I do for Josh in the music business that we have together is I run an independent label. It's without having a label. That's just all that I do. And most of what I've learned has not been from a book. It's been from other musicians who
Experience.
have given their time and advice to me to share, what they've learned and how they've done things. And, that's very important to me. And I've read books too. I have a lot of books on that. But to learn the legal part, I go to the books. Yeah. But, I guess for me, that's what I've learned the most about, and how to depend on each other in a good way.
Yeah, that's that. I'd like to segue into my answer from that is learn from each other. That's one thing that I've learned is, man, asking is free, and especially to a seasoned musician that's been there, and especially if they give you kind of a rough answer, don't take it in, wow, they're kind of insulting me. It's just they've probably been asked that question thousands of times. Yeah. Hey, man, you mind if I play during your break? You know what I mean? It's like, I came here, and I came here for the open mic 7 years ago, and I've been here ever since because I came here and I did my job, and I came here and hustled, and I worked, showed them what I can do, and I'm here because of that. Yeah. But what I've learned, really what I've learned is music is simple. Everybody thinks it's so complex, but music is simple. And being an artist is not about being popular. It's about being you. Because Freddie Mercury wouldn't be Freddie Mercury without being himself.
Yeah.
That's what I said that earlier.
Yeah.
And I really take that to heart. Prince wouldn't be Prince without him stepping up and saying, hey, I want this. This is how I'm going to dress. I'm going to wear stacks. I'm going to wear tights. I'm going to do this. But guess what? They're going to remember me when I get off that stage. And they did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the way.
So
He owned it.
so that's one thing that I think I can take away from music is, or a few things is, man, there's so many good people that I've met, and I'm talking about lifetime friends. Like, I will never, even if these people look at me and say, I don't want to look at you ever again, don't even talk to me again, get out of my face. Give it a few months. I will talk to them again because I love them as a human being and I know who they are, even if they get mad at me.
Relationships matter.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. That to me, that's the connection. That's the two things: is the people and the understanding. It's the understanding that music is not about, well, I got to get this melody just right. I got to get this just like this. I got to do this because it sounds right. No. You do what you feel because literally that's what it is. It's connection. It's I don't want, you don't want to hear how much I love that car outside. You want to hear how much I bought a car just like that before and I wrecked it. And all that, and how much money I had to go through to do it. You know what I mean? The real life things.
Yeah.
I'm not, I mean, you know what I mean? So that's what I got from music is it's simple, it's real, it's you. It's me, it's you, it's you, it's you. It hurts everybody.
To everybody.
That's
all
what
you
I'm saying.
guys
It's
at home.
it-
Everybody.
if somebody's like, oh, no, I can't play this song because I don't think they're gonna like it. Who gives a?
You know how
what
many
they
people there are in the world?
That's what I'm saying, man. Seriously, out of 1,000 people, four or five people like it. Guess what? 4 or 5 people are going to tell 4 or 5 people of their friends that like the same kind of music as them, and then it's like, I mean, it's the opposite of the pyramid. It's just going to grow up this way. So that's what I've learned from music is the connection and simplicity and just the ownership of being yourself.
Now, speaking of being yourself, we want to ask you and close out with your picks of the people are at home, they're looking for something to watch, they're looking for some music to listen to. So we're going to get Josh Allison's picks. Your one movie that everyone should watch right now, no matter if it's new or old, but you're like, look, if this is it, this is the movie that you've got to watch.
Man, why are you going to ask me that question? God, I didn't know it was coming.
One movie.
First one that comes to your mind.
Yeah.
First one that comes to my mind is To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Nice.
Thought you were
Kill
going
it.
to say Goonies.
No, To Kill a Mockingbird. Well, I mean, there's all kinds of other stuff, man. I mean, but still, no, I could seriously watch To Kill a Mockingbird over and over and over and over again every day. I love that movie. There's so much stuff in that movie, man. But it's I don't know, I love it. I mean,
Judy, what about you? What is that one movie that you would say, hey, you've got to watch this?
Shadowlands. And it's very hard to find. It's a movie about, what's his name? Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah. I remember.
Portrays C.S. Lewis, and it is a beautiful, beautiful
Now, do
movie
you have a
about his
copy
life.
that you could like burn for everybody?
No,
Or is it-
I wish I did.
No.
Like a YouTube, Amazon? Because people are going to start
I
looking for
have-
it. Like, I can't find
you
it.
can
I have
find it.
tried to find. Every time I go to a used DVD place, I'll look for it, and I can't find it.
So, Josh,
if you ever see a Shadowlands DVD, let me know,
There you go.
or
Bring
a
it to
link
the show.
online.
Get it, wrap it, and give it to Judy.
I think it's on YouTube, actually.
Your 3 must-watch binge TV shows. Your 3 must
Oh
binge TV
man!
shows.
See, now you're speaking my language.
Dead to me.
All right.
I'll
That's
start
one.
with
You
one.
start. You go ahead and start. Now you're speaking my language. Movies, man. There's thousands of movies I could watch, but shows.
Binge watch.
Binge watch, I am definite and always will be an Office
Oh,
fan.
yeah, for sure.
And that's, to me, it's like a blanket because The Office also runs under like Parks and Rec because, I mean, it's the same. Literally.
It's the same universe.
It's the same universe. It's the same weird scenario, but instead of Michael Scott, you have Leslie Knope.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy, obsessed with a job. They love what they do, but man, they are so left field. They are in the parking lot. You know what I mean? They're out there.
For sure.
So definitely The Office, and that's, like I said, blanket Parks and Rec. Breaking Bad.
Better Call Saul.
Breaking Bad. Breaking
I
Bad.
still
is-
haven't watched Better Call Saul. I gotta-
man, I
love
could.
it.
I don't know about that. It's just, I mean, I love Better Call Saul. I love everything of El Camino, the movie that came after Breaking Bad. But it's just such a, Vince Gilligan is a genius. Vince Gilligan is a genius. That guy can write a story from beginning to end and keep you on your feet, and then keep you on the edge of your seat, and then keep you on your feet and be like, man, I never would have thought it was going to end like that. Then he makes a show about something that happened like 4 years before that. I'm like, what? And then it's just nuts, man. Like I said, Vince Gilligan, genius. So, The Office, Breaking Bad, and
So I'm.
Go
what,
ahead.
What was
Just do
I?
it. Just do it.
Dead to Me, Better Call Saul. Yeah. And what was your third? Are you laughing? Or you just have too many in your head?
It's gonna be a good one. I know. Just
seriously, man. Seriously, it's not one of my favorites. But I just seriously, I binge watched the what's it called, the Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Dude, that
Everybody
is
is
Watch
on
that
that,
whole
man.
thing
That
today.
that is so, I know I binge watched it for the past few days. I'm sorry. When I'm doing those
I
records,
can't do that one
when
yet.
I'm doing those records, I'll put the Bluetooth headphones on and I'm cutting records and I'm doing the draw, but it's playing and I'm listening.
Tiger
and every
King.
once in a while, I'm like,
Everybody is on that.
I'd have to say those three, man. Yeah, The Office, Breaking Bad, and the Tiger King.
And the last one for me would probably be The Following, because I had to watch.
Oh,
when,
man.
Slept on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was like,
yeah.
ooh, I cannot.
You
You
just
know,
had to watch it to see what was going to happen. You know?
I mean, we would come home from a gig late at night, you know, and we'd have some kind of snack or something because you're always worn out by the end of the night.
Then you get the Kevin Bacon fix.
And then you get the Kevin Bacon fix, and one episode was like an hour and a half, and then it leaves you hanging so much that we're like
you have to watch
Turned
it.
into
3 hours later.
And then it turned into. Oh wait!
But I love that.
And then
I
we're
love
falling
that.
asleep on the fourth one. And we're like, okay,
You
we're gonna
know
watch
the
this
sun's
episode.
coming
We're gonna
up.
watch this
It's
episode
like-
tomorrow.
Right.
6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then your last, not last, but the last question. 3 albums that people have to hear right now. 3 albums.
Bless you.
Oh, 3 each or something.
That's not an album. Somebody sneezed.
Okay. It's you. Bless you. That wasn't. They found.
You start it because I gotta figure out what I'm gonna pick. Hold on a second. I gotta look up some stuff.
Led Zeppelin 4. You know, my top 2 albums of all time would be Led Zeppelin 4 and Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath or Paranoid, probably.
Nice.
And then the third one I would bring into more current, and oh man, it's so tough because I'm all over the place. I like everything from Mozart
But it's
to
all good. That's
Black
why,
Sabbath
again, it's
to
your 3
Maren
that
Morris.
everybody has to listen to.
Just to get a taste of real good music. Oh my goodness. The third one I'm having a hard time with.
See, told you that's why I'm like,
Oh my gosh, you're cheating.
I
I
figured out there. I got 2 of them right there. Boom, done. Sorry.
I would say really just put the headphones on for all of these. You know, the latest Jack White, really.
Okay.
You know, I love the Connected by Love. The whole album is really great. So I would put those together.
Nice.
What about you?
Josh is, yeah.
My see, that's the thing, man. There's a bunch of different ones, but to start off with Tres Hombres by ZZ Top. Dude, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers is one of my absolute favorite songs. You know, and it sounds like but no, it is one of the coolest blues, soul, rock songs that has ever been written ever.
A little old band from Texas.
That's right. Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. It's such a great song, man. That entire record is great. It has LaGrange on it. I mean, one of the most popular songs. Like, But, you know, and then let's see. From there, I'm going to go straight to Chris Cornell. Because everybody's heard Soundgarden. Everybody's all, you know, da-da-da-da-da. But Euphoria Morning is a solo record that Chris Cornell did in 1999. That got me through high school. That got me through high school and college. And There's a song called "Can't Change Me." It's talking about having a woman that she's gonna change the world, but there's no way in hell she's gonna change me. Wow. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm Chris Cornell, man. He's not one of those just singers. He writes a song. He literally hollows out his heart. Yeah, there's not a drop left in his heart when he's done with the song. He hollows it out like you do a pumpkin.
I know for a fact he don't have coronavirus because he didn't spit it out. Just whatever it was, it just.
So, seriously, if he was still here right now, God rest his soul, Christopher John Boyle. If he was still here right now, yeah, he'd already sang that damn coronavirus out of his throat. Because he's just, I mean, seriously. But all right, so what is that? What did I say?
That's 2.
ZZ Top.
ZZ Top, Chris Cornell. I'm gonna have to go weird on you. Not weird, but man, dadgummit. See, I'm a Tool fan too. I like Tool. I like Foo Fighters. I like Daft Punk. I like
Must see album.
Gosh.
Must hear.
album.
One more.
Dadgummit.
You could only do one more.
What you doing, man? All right, hold on. I'm gonna look at Tool then. Sorry, if I gotta pick one, I'm going with my band, baby. That's a good record. Man, that's a good one.
This is really hard for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus, man, this is seriously. I mean, it's seriously. It's a tie between it's 2 records that Tool put out. One of them is called It's called Anima. It's it's Aenima, and it's spelled weird. It looks like It looks like a white square splat in the middle, and there's eyes all around it. Alex Gray, one of the coolest artists ever, does the art for Tool. But it's that one and Lateralis, and a lot of people call it Lateralis. But it's those 2 albums, man. Seriously, those were the biggest influences of music. I listened to both of those records until I broke the CDs. Until the damn CDs were skipping because they were so worn out on that one song. It skipped to another song, like a record. You know what I mean?
Tape knocked to my tape pop.
That's what I'm saying, man. So those 3, Chris Cornell. What was the first one?
ZZ Top.
ZZ Top. Less Hombres, yes, and then the Tool. Any record by Tool, literally any record by Tool. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got 6. Any of them.
Now, Anima, have you done that on a Vita Nova vinyl?
No,
Anima?
that's the thing. That's the picture. That's the eyes. The eye right there.
Wow.
See that eye right there? I can't wait to do that. And that's the next one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that one, and I'm gonna do. Because some of their artwork, dude, is just. The front of their records it's out there. It's out there. And like that Lateralis, the record I was talking about, the booklet inside of it has a man that's like this. And you can see his muscles and his veins and his everything. But then inside the booklet, you keep going, and it's like layering him off.
Well, you guys vote for your. You guys send Josh Allison on. We're gonna shout out the social media, and I want you guys to vote and just tell him which one you want him to do, and just like vote for it. See, he's already giving you like a little sneak peek and trying to trick you, but like you guys got to tell him which one you want. The People's Choice Vita Nova vinyl. Where can they guys contact you at? I know we shouted out the website, but where can they follow you at for more information, and also Purple 19?
Well, you can find me every Sunday night in my living room, live streaming 6 to 8 p.m. And I'm gonna keep doing that because Sunday nights at Humphreys, I've been doing that for over 3 years, and I love every person that works there. Lee is one of the coolest guys that I've met in a long time that has believed in us and has worked with us and has been really kind. And like I said, it's taking care of us when we were accidentally double booked with one of their private parties. Hey, I'm going to take care of you guys because I knew you didn't know about this. Seriously. Sunday nights in my living room, 6 to 8, you'll find me definitely. Throughout the week, you'll find me different. I'm going to try to do at least 1 or 2 live streams because I got to keep the tradition going, man. I can't.
Is there going to be all you can eat buffalo wings on Tuesday night?
Well, if you got it at your house, you can do it. I don't care, man. This is from my living room to your living room or patio or hallway or basement or rooftop. I don't care where you are.
Get Grub South to pick up
Exactly.
wings from
Exactly.
Humphreys,
Just bring
go
it. There you go.
home,
But you can
stay home,
Yeah.
Shop local.
watch Josh on Sunday nights.
Yeah, and Sunday nights, and then I want to do some duo shows with her, and I really want to incorporate other people too, do these live streams. But you can find us definitely At joshallison.rocks, ROCKS.
And it has links to all our social media on the website.
You
too.
can find her at Purple 19.
Purple 19, man.
Yes, it's paving the.
Facebook, Instagram.
Yep, and she's doing a group. It's a Huntsville live stream group to where.
Yes.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
if you are a local Huntsville musician, we have a group for sharing your live stream. So you just post your link, post your flyer. We really want to help each other, because it's hard to get the word out sometimes, and that's one of the things that I've learned the most in the music business locally is, you can pay Facebook for ads. That takes a lot of money to do that. But if you have friends that you can band together, you share their stuff, they share your stuff, you get a lot more traction, you reach a lot more people. So that's why I wanted to start the group so that we could all see it and share it there too, and get more viewers and lift each other up.
It's like a tiny army.
And one thing I've seen is that one thing that the artists appreciate is now during this time, a lot of artists are able to see other artists that
Because we have
they just don't
time.
have the time.
Dude,
They're usually always booked, so now they can sit
Right.
at home
man.
and watch some of their favorite artists.
As
Yeah, I
as
love
you're
it.
saying that, right before we walked in the door tonight and start playing, I was outside listening to James Irvin live at the Voodoo.
Wow.
He's live streaming at the Voodoo, but
Yeah.
he's playing one of my absolute favorite songs. It's on. If you ever watched the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, for which you should,
Classic.
if you've never watched it, welcome from out from the rock that you've been living under, because it's one of the best movies ever. But during the scene, while they're in the museum looking at the art, there's a beautiful song that's playing that has this acoustic kind of feel to it. James was playing it outside, so it's the first thing I thought of. I heard the guitar part. I forgot the name of the song. I feel kind of an idiot when I don't know it, but right. But when I heard the guitar, I stopped and was like, I had to comment, James. I love this song. I did not know you knew this song, but just to be able, and it's like it was weird because right after he played that song, he came around. He said, "I'm gonna come and check in." Hey, Josh, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
perfect
to,
timing.
just to me, it's being able to reach out and them know that I'm there.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling to have it on my own when I'm at home when I'm doing it. But I know I try to do it just as much as I can. But I love the fact that we can go in and I can listen to Tim Cannon and Ali Free, James Irvin. And it's like I can ping pong all back and forth all night long. I'm
every
like,
one of 'em.
I listen to one of their like, oh man, I love this song. I'm gonna listen to the rest of this song.
Phone, computer, iPad.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely.
Or if you're just sitting outside and I can't choose between all three, I'll listen to one song and I'll go to another one and I go to another one. It's like changing the station. I get a different feel every time, and I love it, man. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And honestly, I feel that we should keep this online Facebook streaming thing. Keep it. I mean, I don't want to turn it into a beast that's going to completely destroy playing live around town.
It never
But
will.
I want it to be side by side. It'd be awesome for it to be paired side by side with what we're doing in town and be able to do it, at home if we got a night off or something like that. Or if if something happens, whatever.
Well, that's what we've done that for
Yeah,
2 years. We've gone live a few times here and there, trying to pick different parts of the city. Like there was a time where I wanted to get into it a little bit more, and we tried to pick some different parts that had good scenes, around town, and just highlight Huntsville. And we really enjoy connecting with people that way. And it's a quiet environment. So you can hear the music really well. You can hear our voices. You hear all the nuances in the songs. Unlike being in a live venue where you've got the noise and people talking. Hopefully when we get back to that, maybe we can educate people a little bit more on how to keep it down, in a bar setting. I mean, sometimes it's good. It just depends on where you are, and I don't mean to detract, go from there. But the listening quality of a live stream is really awesome. And when we do get the chance to get back into the live venues, I hope that it is like a catalyst for change in that area where we appreciate a little bit more and we're more, listening instead of, being a jukebox in the corner just playing music for people to talk over. I hope that changes a little bit. There are some venues that are going to be cool. They're always going to be like that. They're always going to be a loud party.
Yeah,
you
for
know.
sure, for sure. But
And you
there's
appreciate
somebody-
that too.
There's
You know, it has its
somebody right
place.
now that's watching a live show and telling their kids to quiet down, go to sleep, go to bed, and they're trying to cut it up. But wherever you are, wherever you're watching the Couch Tour, wherever you're watching these live shows of the artists, do me a favor, do the artists a favor, turn it up like really loud. Not loud enough to where you get kicked out of your apartment, but just maybe loud enough to where they knock on the door and tell you to turn it down, then you can turn it down. But just turn it up loud wherever you are. Couch Tour. Josh, Allison, thank you so much. Judy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tim.
Danny, Tangled Strings, everyone,
Thank
all
you,
the
Danny.
sponsors.
Woohoo!
Thank you guys so much. Josh, Allison, band, you guys rocked it. I mean, you guys did it phenomenal. So go back and watch the performance if you haven't. Watch all of the Couch Tour interviews and watch all of the live streams that are going on, all of your artists, and support them. Buy a T-shirt, buy some merch, or buy their music. You know, buy them. You know, get out there and support them.
And look up T-Mail on WLRH.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, my name is T-Mail. I usually open with that. So welcome to another edition of In Tune with T-Mail. My name is T-Mail. You can find me at In Tune with T-Mail. Wherever you waste the most time on social media, that's where I'm at. In Tune with T-Mail. And we will see you guys on the next episode of the Couch Tour right here. We are socially distant. We are good, 6 feet, sanitizer, all that good stuff. Thank you, Danny. We'll see you on the next episode. We out.